everyone, and thank you for joining me. My name is Thandin Tlapo, and today we are looking at Mathematical Literacy, Grade 10, Final Exam Preparations, Paper 1. Now, we are going to continue by looking at the examples for question 3, of which it entails data handling. Now, looking at this example, it was adapted from Northwest, November 2019, and we have question 3.1.1. It says, Michael sold some of his lovebirds to buy other birds. He sold the birds for each of which he sold it at 25 rand. The table shows the amount of money he made from his sales. So this is the table, and we can see that from the table, when he sold 0 bird, there was no income. So he only received the income when he started selling the first bird. Then we also have a value of which is missing. It's a value of A. Now looking at the questions, it says name the independent variable of the given data. So now in this case, you must know what does independent variable mean and what does independent variable mean. In this case, they want us to identify the independent. It means that the independent variable is a variable that can function without relying on the other. So now in this case, the independent variable would be the number of birds. Number of birds would be our independent variable. Moving along to question 3.1.4, are the birds discrete or continuous? So now we are looking at the data of which is given to us, the number of birds, and we are going to state whether they are discrete or continuous. So when we look at the data for the number of birds, they are given to us as whole numbers. So now we can say they are discrete. They are discrete because the number of birds is given to us in whole numbers. Then looking at question 3, it was adapted from Gauteng, November 2020, and we have question 3.1.4. Mr. Dlamini, a grade 10 mathematical literacy teacher at Springfontein Secondary, obtained the information regarding learners' stay fit activities. He conducted a survey among all his grade 10 learners' classes. If there were 160 learners took part in the survey, now we need to look at the question, which is 3.1.4, the ratio of boys to girls who preferred ball games is 5:3. So it means we have boys, and then on the other side we have girls. Calculate how many girls preferred ball games. So now we are also working with ratios. Remember, we have said when we work with ratio, we take our ratio of which is given to us as 5:3. We are going to add them together. So having 5 plus 3, you have a total of 8. So from there, you are going to take the first ratio of which is 5. So it's 5 divided by 8 multiplied by the number of learners who participated on this survey. So it's 160 learners. So having 5/8 multiplied by 160, this gives us 100. So it means we have 100 boys, and we continue with our next ratio. We have 3/8, and this is multiplied by the number of learners who took part on the survey. So this will give us, having 3/8 multiplied by 160, it will give us 60. So the question was, calculate how many girls preferred ball games, and the ratio was given to us as boys to girls. So meaning this will be the ratio for girls. So it means we had 60 girls who preferred ball games. So now having these two ratios, it simply means that when we add the value of the number of boys and the value of the number of girls who took part on this survey, they must add up to the total number of learners who participated, of which is 160. And adding this value from a ratio of 5 and this value from a ratio of 6. Of a ratio of 3, it gives us 160. Now we are going to take an ad break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.